this piece of gear. And we can salvage that one, but I don't want to break it down. So salvaging is this little hammer piece right here. You click it, and there you go. You salvaged a piece of item. You get a piece of item. You salvage an item for a piece of magic dust. Sometimes you get more than one. This level stuff, probably just one. Magic dust, you take 5 of them and craft talisman boxes. So that's how you gain talismans. It's very easy to get magic dust, especially at higher levels, because you just get greens dropping all the time, and it's pretty fun. You can grind for gear every once in a while and just kind of like pick up stuff out of the dungeon, and then just, you know, grind it all up in the magic dust. And then there's also daily quests that give you magic dust and doing, you know, all kinds of different things. Okay, so let's go down here now. Unfortunately, I cannot break down gray items. Okay, so we'll continue our little story quest down here and go down this way. I'm in a area that doesn't have a whole lot of stuff. So actually, I'll tell you what, let's go to character select. And let's go to Cherry, like Cannoneer. So, Cherry, I think, has some magic dust. She does not. Okay, well, poop. Let's see. Where's my next quest with her? All the way over there? Okay. I'm gonna try to find somebody with some magic dust here for you guys. Get Zelda, my evoker. Do you have magic dust? 3. Okay, well, let's break this down. 4. And then Zelda is in the same area. Actually, just a little bit further than Ghostwalker. That's okay, though. So, let's go up here. I'm a little bit more comfortable killing things with Zelda than I am Ghostwalker, honestly. Just because I'm not so big of a assassin-y type person. That's just not my role. I usually prefer tanks and healers or mages. And, well, I get basically that even with the Cannoneer, because it plays the same way as a mage does. I mean, you gotta kite stuff, you gotta move stuff around. You gotta dodge a lot. And she can't take a lot of hits. So. Now then, let us see if we can get another piece of green gear here. Anything? Anything? No. Okay. I really want to show that. Talisman crafting. Okay. And then we'll do this. So, was that anything? Nothing. Come on. Got some mail. Friend Lucky Box. Hey, I got a magic dust from the Lucky Box. Awesome. Okay. So, something else in here is crafting. And I will click this here, and you can see talisman box. I aggroed some stuff. There we go. Come like over here so I don't aggro anything. So crafting, talisman boxes, takes 5 magic dust, and 100 silver to make a talisman box. You can make as many as you want at once for how much ever stuff you have. And then we will right click it, open 16 boxes at a time, just because there's only 16 spots here, so, you know. And we got a basic Eternally Tormented card. Oh, and we can add that, since this character's level 20, here, and we get plus 5 magic attack. Let's see the stats here. Something I didn't mention about talismans, it's worth noting that putting in things that try to stack effects that give you like bonus mana or vigor or rage or anything like that don't usually work if you just try to put in the exact same card over and over and over again. It doesn't really like to stack and play nice. Besides, you kind of want to try to build a set. So, here, let's go back to town. What else can I talk about? I don't have any skills. Let's see. Oh, of course, Devilian skills. I didn't even mention Devilian skills. So, Devilian mode, as you saw earlier, does have skills. What I'm referring to that I didn't refer to is the rune slots. You might have noticed these all say unopened rune slot on them. And on Dracallis they had abilities on them. Well, that's because you have to unlock these slots with Devil Souls, which is the same thing that you use to level up your Devilian mode with. And you can acquire Devilian runes from like Infinite Hunting Grounds, bosses, and rifts, and PvP, and that kind of stuff in Lucky Boxes. And you can equip them into slots to augment these skills. Okay. That's it for that. Oh yes, and social skills, since we're on the topic of skills, is where you will find your dodge mechanic, the return, which is return to whichever zone you're in. It will return to this thing here, the waypoint gate. And then you have your other skills here, like /dance, /clap, joy, happy, surprise, and you can put these on your bar. So there we go. Drag them off. You unlock your bar here, by the way. So what is next? What is next? What is next? Let me sell some junk off of her. Sort my inventory again. I already did achievements and talismans, map, titles, resistances is for level 50 stuff. You really don't need any at low level, like at all. And it doesn't help that you can only get up to plus 20 from resistance spots, but it's a work in progress kind of system. So there's all these other tabs up here at the top A couple of them I already talked about. Talisman tab is your talismans. The title tab is, your titles. Resistance, however, is your resistances. And you can see here, I have used no essences. Now, these are gained by getting elements. If we go to craftable here and uncheck that, we will see essences. So, water elements, and you acquire all of these the same way that you would the other kill type of poison dungeon boss. There is poison dungeons, lightning dungeons, fire dungeons, and frost dungeons, or ice dungeons. And then these wild azalea flowers also drop in the dungeons at a much higher rate than those. And of course you need more as you get higher level resistance pots. These are from like heroic and purgatory rank dungeons. Same thing with Silverage. And these give, plus higher resistance levels the higher they go up. Which is, I think, simple enough to understand. The other thing on here is proficiency, which you won't be able to use until level 50, but once you hit level 50, your account-wide characters get bonuses to their skills. So for me, I have, these are all from Dracallis, from hitting 54 and then leveling my stuff. So like I get plus to strength, which doesn't really help this character, plus fortitude for HP, I get, plus champion and boss damage. For this one I get, bonus gold dropped, and you can get Abyssal Tower and Dungeon Gold, Quest Reward. And then Devilian mode I have some resistance, which is kind of like just permanent damage, but reduced. So, that is at level 50. Something I didn't mention before is your profile. You can fill this out if you want. You can say that you are a 26-year-old male from Indianapolis, and apply. And people can see that. Oops. 24 hours. So, some of the other things on here is your guild, which this one character's not in a guild. You can search for guilds, basically. See, my guild here is Mercenary, the highest level guild in the game, created the day after the game launched alpha. And there's a bunch of other guilds that people join and can join. And you can apply for people's guilds. You click apply and they'll be able to see it in their guild status. And my application status is I have none. So, another thing to talk about is challenges. And I will go ahead and actually do this on Dracallis. So let's head back to select character. so that we can see the other things. So, up here, we have challenges. You can see I've completed most of them for today. You get 10 points just for attending, improving your friend affinity, using megaphones, donating to a guild, salvaging, talisman, etc., etc. And these progress points go cumulatively towards what you can pick up. So you can get a megaphone just for logging in to the game, because you get 10 points and you only need 5 points for that. Once you hit 25 point progress, you can pick up this. 50, you get a refining stone for free. You get archgems, stones, and then a revival box with a revival stone for arch level, like boss dungeon reviving mechanics. And these are just kind of like a daily checklist of what you do. Daily quests, on the other hand, you can get 15 of them and do 2 at once, and it's basically just like a challenge to complete for the day. You get different kinds of rewards and money and XP, depending on what you do, and there's different ones for doing dungeons from different levels, doing wanted quests in different zones. You can kill things, get gemstones, which you need for artifacts, cleanup, which is just like kill so many of these creatures in some area, and you can get lots of magic dust for those, and some area coins, which you use to buy gear from that area. Say if you didn't pick it up from luck. Devil in Battle is, of course, PvP. You get your training certs and your lucky boxes to get, something. And there's the other PvP grounds here. And then cooperation is level 50 plus in guilds. Collaboration in guild. Yeah, level 50 plus. So this is all guild stuff. All of these give you a different reward, like G2 boxes, G3 boxes, different souls that you can buy gear from the heroic vendors, and all of these pretty much give the same thing for the basic reward, which is collaboration tokens, guild XP. Your guild gold goes up by 1. You get 30 donation points, and then you also get a random box. For guild, since this guy is a master of a guild, you can see I have 41 donation points. Donation points are 1 to 1 silver? 1 to 100 silver. So, I don't have very much money. I spent a lot. So let's say I give 1 gold, I get 10 donation points. Because 100 silver times 10, 1 gold, 10 points. And that can go up and up and up. Currently, there's a bug that I can't see offline members, but usually that's not the case. And you can see all of the people in the guild. Here, this is blank for me too right now because of a bug, but usually this has a 0 to 10 counter where you can bless your fellow guildmates, and they get a blessing book that gives you bonus experience. And you can do up to 10 of those a day. These are your guild skills. I'm going to go ahead and buy that one. Basically, as a guild levels up, you get access to more skills. So we have reduced resurrection cost, and damage received in guild parties and raids, reduction to salvaging and travel, and then skill cooldown. Next is alliances. we're aligned with Devils and Divas. Basically, like I said earlier, with the like rift events or boss events, anyone not aligned to your guild will be hostile, except for your allies. They will not. And then, of course, you can join a guild war, and there's a like battlegrounds for this. But usually we haven't done that yet, so I don't know too much about it. And then, of course, since I'm the guild out of this, the only other really things to mention are, like, this is where you do the arena. You have to have Devilian levels, and some of these are, like, you have to have a certain Devilian score. Like, mine is 1300, you have to have a minimum of 9500 there, so. This is looking for party. There are basic dungeons all the way up to level 49, and these all coincide with story quests. And then once you hit 50, you can do heroic dungeons, and then 53 is purgatory or hell dungeons. And there's only a select number of heroic and purgatory. But as you can see on the right, it's ice, fire, lightning, poison. Ice, fire, lightning, poison. So that's where your resistances come from. This is also where you can do Archdevil dungeons, which are the harder dungeons. I have another video out on Agony Device Attempt, Shuddering Gorge. You get access to at 28. It's pretty fun. I like it a lot. They have a lot more mechanics in Archdevil dungeons, and the bosses have a lot more HP and more mechanics. I think that they're quite a bit of fun. Raid dungeon. This won't be available in launch. Excuse me. Because it's 54, and launch will only be 52. Plus, it requires an item level that, I don't even think we can get in the game right now. So, that's not available, so I don't know anything about that. And then the Infinite Hunting Grounds, and you can click these and teleport to them. But, there's only all on these. These are certain areas of different zone maps that have elite mobs in them, which are a little bit misleading to one of the achievements, because they don't count against the elite mobs counter. But these are everything in resistances. So usually you would go in here with a party, and you would get Aira's Blessing, which allows, just pull it up here, oops, special things to drop in Infinite Hunting Grounds, coins, magic stones, strange seeds I don't think are in the game, but Devilian equipment, transcendent stones, Devilian skill stuff, hearts, stuff like that. Currently, it's broken. In this latest patch, update 4, mobs are no longer dropping coins or flowers like the azaleas and silverage, but we've brought it up, and it's an alpha. I expect things to break. So, this is where you can do looking for party. Something else I will mention is when you do like these dungeons, you hit enter dungeon, it brings up the dungeon page first, This is the kind of stuff that you can get in it. This gear is not 100% guaranteed to drop, where rare gear is. However, Devilian Enchantment can go up to +3, which basically makes everything harder in the dungeon. Leader, I can change the introduction stuff, approve applications, request alliances, or approve alliances, and then set guild permissions for my members and managers and officers and such. Okay. So, let's see, what's next? Oh, friends list does the same thing. Affinity rewards, you know, grant them hearts over here. These are great because I've already given them these people hearts. As you gain kill monsters or chat with people or trade with people or give them blessing boxes from the friend request stuff, here, the gifts, your affinity goes up with them, and the higher your affinity, the better boxes, lucky boxes that they get, or that you get, and they get, when they send stuff. So let's see, familiar lucky box gets you tonics and megaphones and dust and health potion, instant health potions, where new only gets you megaphones and health potions and magic dust. HP regen potions, tonic box, basic chaos crystals, stuff like that. Lock list is, of course, self-explanatory, and recommended friends is players like around your level or people that you played with recently. Excuse me. That's it just kind of keeps track so that you can make friends with people that you played with. Same thing with this up here, party recommendations. People around your level or around you, and you can do that if you're in the open world questing and people are doing the same kind of quests, stuff like that. So, let me pull out my Kirby puppy. There he is. And then you can see he's got this little sell items and pet inventory, whereas Nanis goes and picks up your stuff. So, that's a lot of stuff that I've gone over in one video. Not gonna lie. I think that a lot of people could get some stuff out